Hello guys, so Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 307. Today read to Dr. Sleep Book. So let's read that, shall we? So we got for us Dr. Sleep Book. And let me borrow for 1 hour. Here we go. Dr. Seuss's Sleep Book. It's pronounced Dr. Seuss. But anyway. So here we go. Dr. Seuss's Sleep Book. Here we go. This book can be read in bed. Here we go. Dr. Seuss's Sleep Book. Published by Random House, New York. Anyway. For Marie and Bert Hupp. Copyright 1962 by Theodore S. Geisel and Audrey S. Geisel. Renewed by 1990 by Theodore Geisel and Audrey Geisel, always reserved. The news just came in for the country of Keek that is a very small bug by the name of Van Velk, okay? His yawn so wide you can look down his neck, okay? This may not seem very important, I know, but it is. But I'm so bothered telling you so, okay? Next page. The yawn is quite catching, you see, like a cough. It just takes one yawn to start other yawns off. Now the news has come in just some friends of Van Velk's, okay? A yawn so wide that you can look down their necks. Wow, okay. Makes sense anyway. At this moment, right now, under 7 more noses, great yawns in the bottom. They're blossom like roses. Wow, okay. Next page. Anyway, the yawn of that one little bug is still spreading. Okay? According to the latest reports, okay? It is heading across a wide field through the sleepy night air, okay? Across the right world country. Towards every which where. And the people are gradually starting to say, I feel really drowsy. I have quite a day. So was I. Next page. Anyway, creatures are starting to think about rest. Wow, okay. 2 Bifferbomb birds are now building their nests. They do it each night. And quite often I wonder. And how they do this big job without making a blunder. But that is their problem, not yours and not mine. But the point is they're going to bed, and that's fine. Agree, 100%. Next page. Anyway, sleep thoughts, okay? And spread throughout this whole land. The time that the night brushing of teeth is at hand. Up at Hammer Falls, where the great river brushes and crashes down crags, okay? And the great gargling gushes, okay? The hurricane sisters are using their brushes, okay? Those falls are just grand for toothbrushing beneath if you're happening to be that way with your teeth. I only get that point, unfortunately, at the time when I was a kid, but that's just me. Next page. Anyway, the news that just came in from the Castle of Crop, okay? That the lights are all out, and the drawbridge is up, and the old drawbridge or drawer just said with the my drawbridge is drawn, and it's going to stay drawn, okay? To the milkman delivers the milk about dawn. Going to bed now, so nobody better come around and special delivery letter. Okay. Next page. Anyway, the number of sleeps, okay? Sleepers, like that. Steadily growing. That is where more and more people are going. In the Culpeper Springs, in the Silk Waters Hall, silt walkers, stilts, or stacked on the wall. Still walkers have call it a day. They're tuckered out and they're snoozing away. There's a very big news. It's important to know that, and that's why I'm bothering telling you so. Next page. Anyway, way out in the west, it's the town of Merced. Okay, the Hinklehorn Honking Club just went to bed. It's something like that. Anyway, every horn had been quietly hung up with a hook. Okay, for the night, its own private Hungerhorn nook. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, all this long happy day, this has been honking about, and the Hinklehorn hunkers has hugged themselves out. Wow. Okay, but they'll wake up quite fresh in the morning, and then they'll start riding the Hinklehorn honking again. Exactly. They did a great job with that. Sorry, my eyes were open. But anyway, next page. Anyway, everywhere creatures are falling asleep. The cobwebs will Frank just collapse in the heap. And by adding the Frank into the others before, I am able to give you the holes of sleep score. Right now, 40,404. This all makes sense. Anyway, creatures are happily, deeply in slumber. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, I think you'll agree. Yeah, that's a whopping fine number. Yup. Next page. Anyway, count all up sleepers. Okay, just how do we do it? Well, quite simple, really. There's never much to it. We find out how many. Is that a piano? Oh man. Okay. We learn them out of the tally count. Okay. On the mountain halfway between Blino and Rome. Okay. We have machine glass dome. Okay. Which listens up and looks into everyone's home. Okay. And whenever it sees a new sleeper go flop. Okay. It jiggles and it lets a new bigger bulb drop. Okay. Chap counts these balls as they pop in the cup. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, and that's how we know who's down and who's up. Next page. Anyway, do you talk in your sleep? It's one with sport. Okay. Now I have some news in the sport to report. Okay. What is it? World champion sleep talkers Joe and Mo, Red Zoff, okay, they're gone to sleep and they're talking their heads off, okay. Kind of like the Queen of Hearts difference. Anyway, for 45 years now. Oh wow, okay. Each chattering brother had bobbling and gabbling all night to each other. They talk about the dolls and they talk about the gods and they talk about Pauls and they talk about the falls. They talk quite a lot about old Santa Claus. Well, okay. The reason I told you this is because you should take up the sport. It's kind of like football difference, huh? And some other sport, you know. But anyway, that's just me. Anyway, it's just fine for the little jaws. Anyway, next page. Anyway, do you walk into your sleep? I have to report of some interesting news of this popular sport. Wow. Near Fig and Fen, okay, there's a sleepwalking group, okay, which not only walks but it's walk a while, okay. Every night that goes miles, okay, they go miles, something like that. I don't know why they walk just late from. They have to eat to keep up their strength, okay. So every so often, one puts down his hoop, stops hooping, and does their quick snooping for soup. Well, okay. That's why they're all known for the hoop soup Snoop group. Okay. Makes sense. Next page. Anyway. Sleepwalking as well are the curious candles. It's a lot of candles, you're gonna be burning yourself. Anyway, we sleepwalk on hills on asteroid-sized candles. Wow. Okay. Church people. Oh, anyway. The cradles walk nightly in sovereign peace, in spite of slight burns with a hot dripping grease. Dr. Seuss, if watches in heaven now, I don't know what to do with you, but this is maybe too much. Anyway, cradles wear candles because they walk far and they may wake up who want to see there where they are. I don't know about this. Next page. Anyway, now the news has arrived. For the Valley of Val. Okay, that makes background noise in the sequel. Anyway, that the Chippendale mob has just been his tail. Okay. Which he does every night. Do you want to see the doctor or something? Before shutting his eyes. Wow. So it's nipping some silly. But really it was wise. Okay, makes more sense. Anyway, he has no alarm clock. So, like I do before. Anyway, so this is the way he makes sure you will wake up at the right time of the day. His tail is so he won't feel any pain till the nap makes the trip and gets up in the spring. Exactly 8 hours. I'm more of a 12 or 13-hour sleep person. Sorry. The Chippendale mob will at last feel the bite and yell ouch and wake up. To me it's just, I wake up in normal 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hours sleep. I've never been at 14 hours. I'll see what I can do. We'll see what happens when I get off at work sometimes. But, that's just me. Anyway, next page. Anyway. Oh my god, this clock is so rare. Anyway, a Mr. and Mrs. J. Carmichael clocks. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, have just gone to bed near the town of Fort Knox. Anyway, and they, by the way, have flies of clocks. Anyway, I'm not at all sure if I quite understand. If you misspell these names wrong. Anyway, just how the thing works. Without one extra hand, but I do know this clock does one very slick trick. It doesn't tick-tock. Okay. How does it go tick-tock? Talk-tick. Okay. God. Talk-tick. So with the ticks, it's a talker. And talks is in a ticker. Okay, Ticker, something like that. It saves lots of time, and the sleeper sleeps quicker. I have to agree, yeah. And part of the House of Mouse saying this. Welcome to Tick station, and Mickey Mouse cartoon from House of Mouse. Anyway, and then I turn on the station, say, the radio station, like, welcome to Talk Station, and he's angry at the time. And then turn on the TV, it's like, the TikTok channel, and he's just so peed off, like, doing it! Oh no, what am I gonna do with myself? Anyways, next page. Anyway, okay. What a fine night for sleeping. Anyway, move on. For all that here, it's the best night for sleeping in May of year, okay? That's even sleeping, I can't pronounce that, sorry, motel. Anyway, and people don't really usually sleep there as well, okay? Oh yeah, too well, excuse me, okay. I keep spelling T-O-O, what am I doing here? Anyway, the bed light rocks, and as everybody knows, the sheets are too short, they don't cover your toes. Wow, okay. So if people actually sleeping is free, oh, why bother? Anyway, it's a great night for sleeping. It must be there. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, why have 2 feet? Why would you just do for 2 feet instead of normal? Let's say 3, because that would be too much. Ugh, I don't do this. Next page. Anyway, it's a great night for snores. To a lot of people. Anyway, I have to report of some boys who are top of their musical sport. Wow, snores. Yeah, because I was doing that mew all the time, not this all the time. Just saying. I do what people do all the time. In all the fair land. And um, and Shore McPhail in his own snort band. Okay. How's that even a thing? Anyway, this band can snore Dixie in this old Swanee River. So I would make 40 elephants shiver, go bark, woof woof. Anyway, but while I was all the boys, as they fail, he snores with his head in a 3-gallon pail. So they snore in the cave 20 miles out of town. If they snore closer in, they will have to snore the town down. Okay. And yeah, this elephant's like in the cave somewhere. Anyway. Next page. Anyway, do you know who's asleep out of the Funa Laguna? Okay. 2 very nice Funa Laguna Baduna. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Rafiki on Lion King. Live action animation movies. Anyway, makes more sense. Anyway, we had them there who's a sleep count, which are growing at a really amazing amount. Okay, exactly 8,808,000. Wow, creatures are sleeping right now. Isn't that great? Oh, I did not know that. Next page. Anyway, a jet is in the bed. Okay. And that bed of a jet is the softest of beds in the world. Planet, anyway. And it said, they makes it from the pom-poms. Watch this, Billy. Pom-poms for you. Anyway, he grows in his head, and he's sleeping right now. On the softest of fluff. Anyway, completely exhausted from growing into stuff. Wow. Beast of pom-poms. Watch this, Billy, and remix pom-poms for you. Anyway, next page. Anyway, the news has come in the front of a district office. Sorry, pronounce it. Sorry. The 2 of officers are asleep, and they're sleeping aloft. Anyway, makes sense. Anyway, and how they are able to sleep off the ground. I'll tell you, I weighed one last week, and I found that off. It's so light. He weighed -1 pound. Holy crap! What's gonna happen next? Just get up there and say, "We're gonna weigh some giants." Next page. Anyway, Moose is asleep. He's dreaming about moose drinks, like moose juice, for example. A goose is asleep. He's dreaming about goose drinks, like goose juice, right here. He's all moose juice where he's dreaming at, and Goose is dreaming out goose juice. Anyway, that's well and good in moose dreams and moose juice. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Duh. Anyway, nothing goes wrong with the goose dreams or goose juice. Duh. As I mentioned before, I just said that on these 2 things. Okay, whatever. But it isn't too good when the moose and the juice start dreaming they were drinking the other one's juice. Get your own juice, Jesus. Moose juice, not goose juice. It's juice for the moose. And goose juice, not moose juice. It's goose for the juice. Goose. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so when Goose get a mouthful of juice of moose, oh man. And Moose get a mouthful of goose and moose, they all spell out in the bed screaming screams. So I'm warning you now, never drink in your dreams. Exactly, because you're terrified. I don't know what to do with you. It's too much. I drink drinks, and not in my dreams, because it's frightening. But I was terrified in the weather with a tornado in my dream one time when I was a kid, and then it was frightening. And I was dreaming about one time. It was like last Monday. Long story short, okay. It was Barney, and it was about and the kids and Mother Goose about to say 1, 2 weeks, and that the Wicked Witch of the West was there at the time, and then it splash all over the Wicked Witch of the West, and then it was a cardboard hat, say, and then Wicked Witch of the West, I say, I'm melting, oh, well, and then she melted, and then Barbie like, oh, sorry. Yeah, it was a weird ass dream there. Another weird ass dream I made that morning was that morning before I went to work. At that time frame was that I was when I was watching Recess taking the 5th grade, when all of a sudden there was a barn, and then Finster's like, we're taking you kids to the barn when you're done playing recess kid thing. And then all of a sudden TJ's like, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden Finster's gonna take TJ and the gang to the barn. I'm like, you kidding me? And then they're fighting TJ and the kids with some barn animals, killing TJ and the kids. Like, that's violent. Next page. Anyway, I'm being off topic. Anyway. Speaking of dreaming, I think it should be known that the Bumble Tom Club is now dreaming afloat. Oh, ew, wow, okay. Every night they go dreaming down the Bumble Tub Creek, okay? Except for one night, oh god, anyway. Every third, 4th week, anyway, when they stop for repairs, because their Bumble Tubs leak, okay? But tonight they have full of dreams full of bliss, okay? And that's why I'm bothering telling you this, okay? Next sentence, anyway. Next page, anyway. At the fork of the road, in the Yard Road, 5-foot weary salesmen have laid down their load, okay? All day they race round in the heat at top speeds, okay? Unnecessarily trying to sell Zizzer seeds, okay? Which nobody wants because nobody needs, okay? Tomorrow will come to they'll get back to their shore, okay? Is that a camel over there? Oh, it's a lot of camels, okay? Makes sense in this book pages. Anyway, Zizzer Zolfin. Oh, that follows camels. Anyway, once more, but tonight they're forgotten. Their feet, as for sure. Wow, are so sore. Wow, and that's what the wonderful night time is for. Next page. Anyway, everywhere creatures have shut off their voices. Okay, they're gone to bed in their beds and their choices. They're sleeping in bushes. They're sleeping in crannies like that. Some of their stomachs and some in their fannies. Fannies! And then buttocks. Anyway. They're peacefully sleeping in their carnival holes. Wow. Anyway. Some even on soft, tough barbershop poles. Wow, okay. The number of sleepers is now past the millions. The number of sleepers are now in the billions. Okay. Makes sense to me. Anyway, next page. They're sleeping on steps and on strings, okay? And on floors and mailboxes, ships, and keyholes and doors. Every worm in this fish hook is safe from the night. Every fish in the sea is too sleepy to bite, okay? Everywhere in the ocean is turned off the spout. Every light between here and far food is out. Now adding them up, we're way beyond billions. Our wolves asleep score is now up to zillions. I don't know how many zillions in the time, but gee whiz, it's too much. Next page. Anyway, 99 zillion, 9 trillion, 2 creatures are sleeping. So how about you? Yes, I am. Okay, makes sense. Anyway. Just count how many more, you get too much. Anyway. When you can put on your light, then the number will be 99 zillion, 9 trillion, 3. That would be me. You know, that would be a lot of people going on. Exactly. And good night. That's the last page of the book. And so that was the sleep book. What do I think about this book? By Dr. Seuss. It was amazing. So far, this book had to be a successful one to read. That was Bedtime Stories episode number 307. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next one's gonna be let's just say episode 308, celebrating St. Patty's Day. It's maybe children's related book. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Now, excuse me. I gotta upload this episode. Get ready for the premiere event of this wonderful thing, and get ready for bed. Till next time, so Joe's Bob, so baby. Good morning, episode. Turn it out. See ya.